But first, the news just gets worse from New Zealand after the eruption yesterday at the volcano on White Island in the Bay of Plenty. Just 1 minute after this photo was taken of the crater, with tourists right in harm's way. The death toll is now believed to be 13, with others critically injured. 5 people are confirmed dead and 8 more are missing on the island, presumed dead. 11 Australians are believed to be among those dead or missing, including this man from Adelaide. His wife is severely burnt. Her daughter is also missing, and so too a family from Sydney, a couple travelling with their son and their daughter on a cruise ship that stopped near the island to let passengers go visit.
I fear there is worse news to come over the course of perhaps today or over the next few days. This is a terrible tragedy, a time of great innocence and joy interrupted by the horror of that eruption.
But here we have to ask, why were visits to that volcano still happening? 47 people were on that island when it erupted, and 31 of them were injured, 27 of them with more than 30% burns, and plus those 13 people dead. Now these people, most it seems from a cruise ship, visited that volcano even after GeoNet, New Zealand's official volcano warning centre, 3 weeks ago increased the threat level to 2, which is 1 short of the highest. Just a week ago, GeoNet again warned that moderate volcanic unrest continues at Wakari White Island, with substantial gas, steam and mud bursts, and it kept the volcanic alert level at level 2. Now, if people knew of that danger and they still took the risk anyway, that is their right. Let us not ban danger, and let's not ban risk-taking. We're not children. But how many of those victims did know the risk, the real risk? How much did they really understand it? And these days, I think many people have no idea of the power of nature. Not these days when we even fancy that we can change the climate. But guilt or blame, I think New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern was right. She says these are questions for the future. For now, the focus is on the victims. But flights over the volcano see no sign of more survivors, no sign of life there, and police do not dare land to look closer and retrieve more bodies, not when the experts say there's a 50-50 chance of more eruptions soon.
The advice we've been given is we need the drone to fly over, look at or capture the gases, and the gases are analysed, which then will tell us a story about the safety or not of the island.
Now, that makes even more extraordinary something that has come out of this disaster, something I think is inspiring, something that, look, strange though this may sound, with so many people hurt and dead or missing, there's something that does still speak to what Christmas is really about. I hope I'm not too soon in saying that, with so many people grieving and still hoping against hope. But yesterday, when the news went out that White Island had exploded and people were badly hurt, the crews of 4 helicopters and some medics made an incredible decision. They decided to risk their lives to land on a volcano that could erupt again any moment. They knew that. And they went to search for and rescue the injured. This was heroic, as Jacinda Ardern said in Parliament.
In the immediate aftermath of the eruption, a number of helicopter pilots made the conscious decision to fly to the island to try to rescue people. 1 Respec rescue helicopter, 2 private helicopters, along with a helicopter from the tour operator Volcanic Air, all landed on the island after the eruption to assist survivors. I want to acknowledge their courage. In their immediate efforts to get people off the island, those pilots made an incredibly brave decision under extremely dangerous circumstances. Having met them just this morning, I suspect their own personal safety was the last thing on their minds.
That's people prepared to lay down their lives, potentially, lay them down for others. And isn't that what Christians say Christ did, whose birth is what Christmas marks? And that self-sacrifice that we saw is the ultimate expression of our love and compassion for one another. And it is inspiring, because it does tell us that even when the worst does happen, we, please God, are not alone. We can at least take that out of this tragedy just 2 weeks before Christmas.